today I am going to give you some step-by-step organization, some planning here so that you can actually work towards your dream lifestyle. Because this is what my channel is all about. This is the journey that I am on every single day. And I know that's something that you want to do too. So let's help each other out, all right? So what do you need to do first to get on your journey to living your best lifestyle, whatever that may look like for you, right? The first thing you want to do is rediscover who you are. Yes, let that sink in. Rediscover who you are. And the reason why I say rediscover is because we are going through this thing called life. When we were children, we were so excited, so happy, we were so joyous and overzealous about everything, right? We may have had this passion in us, singing, dancing. We love to play doctor. You know, for me, I love to cook and bake and sell things, right? That's what made me happy. That was my ultimate joy in life. But as life moved on, you know, I had to start suppress some of those joys in my life, as I'm sure you have too, because people said, hey, stop dreaming. You got to get into the real world now. You got to go to school. You got to get a job. You got to do this, yada, 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 right? So we kind of suppressed who we really are, what really made us happy, because society or our family said that's not reality. Well, wait a minute. How do you know what my reality is? That may not be your reality, but that is my reality. So we lost touch of who we were. We lost touch of what made us happy, right? So I want you to really, if you're on this journey to freedom, happiness, joy, and peace, the first step is for you to rediscover who you are. Rediscover what makes you happy. Write that down. Get back to it, right? Start bringing those elements back into your life. Now, you may be saying, Jen, I have a full-time job. I have had the side hustle. I'm trying to start this business. I had the kids. I had the spouse, blah, blah, blah. Yes. And this is why you're watching this video today, okay? So I can give you some real attainable ways to really start this journey. So your second step is going to be, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years, right? So let's get to your business. You may be on here with a hobby or a side hustle that you know it's going to be a viable business. So you're transitioning from the corporate world into your full-time, trying to make your part-time business your full-time business, right? So the first thing you do, people tell you, Google, right? YouTube tells you what? Write a business plan. So you write that business plan, but you wrote the business plan just according to the business as it is now. But the problem that people have is they don't look at where they want to be in 5 to 10 years, right? And work backwards. And that's how you have to really do your business plan to map out your way to living your best lifestyle. So let me give you a scenario, right? So if I said, hey, I want to start a business, you know, I can't wait to be in it, serve people every single day, right? But then your dream is to travel the world. Your dream is to maybe live the RV lifestyle, right? Like that's really what you've always wanted to do as a child. You used to clip out newspaper clippings and magazine clippings of just Route 66 and all types of, you know, landmarks and everything on the map. But you wrote your business plan according to you working in your business. Now, that may be fine for your business and to run your business successfully, but that's not going to get you any closer to that RV life. That's not going to get you any closer to you actually traveling the world, because now you're built your business around you being in your business. Makes sense? So what I want you to do is, before you write that business plan, right, think about where you see your life in 5 to 10 years. What you see yourself doing it. I'm talking, get a really vivid, clear picture on that. Who do you see yourself with? What do you see yourself doing? Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself in a warm climate, in a cold climate? Do you see yourself on an ocean? Do you see yourself rock climbing and hiking and doing all of these amazing adventurous things? Or for me, mine was nature at my house, right? Just being free to do whatever it is I want to do with my family. Travel sometimes, stay at home and work in my garden, or just do whatever it is that I want to do. That was my dream lifestyle, to do whatever the heck Jen wants to do. So if that's your lifestyle, That's what you have to discover first. You got to see what that looks like, what you see yourself doing in 5 to 10 years. Now we're going to work backwards. So if you do have that side hustle that you're trying to make a full-time hustle, this is what you got to think about, y'all, when you are writing your business plan, all right? So now that you're working backwards, you know what you want your life to be like in the next 5 years. You know who you want it to be with, where you want to go, where you're going to be, right? Now it's time to make that plan. Boom. That is the first mistake people do. They don't make the plan. They say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to travel, I want to sing, I want to be on Oprah, right? If that is your dream, right? If that's your goal, and that's okay. You can totally be on Oprah, right? But what is your plan to get to Oprah, okay? What is your plan to get to be able to travel, right? So the first thing you want to do is make that plan, okay? What do you need to do to get there? Like I said, know where you want to be in 5 to 10 years and work backwards. So what are the steps that you need to get there? Are you working in corporate right now and you want your business to be your catalyst, like towards your dream lifestyle? My bakery was to my life, right? That was my stepping stone to my free lifestyle. I first had to break the shackles from my 9-to-5 job, okay? And then I made my plan and mapped it out. And now I am another step closer to Jim doing whatever the heck she wants to do every day. Like literally, that's what I do, right? So what is your step? What do you have to do? What is your exit plan for corporate, okay? What is your business plan now? How are you going to be able to run your business, start your business, right? Run your business successfully, okay? And run it to where you're not in the business, where you can work on the business and live the lifestyle you want to live, right? Or even if you don't have a business and you're just in corporate, what are your steps to living your freedom lifestyle, whatever that looks like for you? So that's what you have to sit and think about and map out. And number two, who do you need to be around to do it? How about that one? Who do you need to be around, or who you need to let go? Boom. Okay. So who do you need to be around for support? Who is going to support you in this venture, in this next phase and season of your life? Because that's what it is. It's a season, right? So who are the people that you're surrounding yourself with? Your family, your loved ones, your friendship circle. Are they a supportive circle? Are they going in a direction that you're going in? Are they in the pursuit of happiness? Are they in the pursuit of freedom, right? Or are they sitting around catty, gossipy, not really moving, holding you back, bringing negativity in your world, right? So maybe those are some of the people that you need to think about letting go. And I am all about writing things down. If you're on here and you know me, you know I love my spreadsheets. You know I love writing things down, because for me, if it ain't written, it ain't real, right? So I need to read these people out like on paper, seriously, okay? And number two, who's going to keep you accountable for you working towards your goals? So it is so important for you to surround yourself with a community of like-minded individuals, people that are on the level that you're trying to get to, and people that are really determined to get to that level. So you guys are taking that journey together. You need the positivity in your life. You don't need negativity. You need people cheering you on, right? You don't need people hating on you. You need people sharing resources with you. Hey girl, I read this book, try it, right? Hey, I met this person, I'm hiring her to be my mentor. You should look into her, whatever the case. And speaking of mentor, who is going to teach you the steps, right, to get to that next level? Because if you're not exposed to it now, if you don't have access to certain things, certain people, certain resources to get yourself to that next level, one step closer to your freedom life, then how are you going to get there? So this is the time where you start interviewing people, looking around, asking people, hey, I see that you've made this move last year. I've seen you grown, I've been watching you. How did you do it, right? Find yourself a mentor. Find yourself someone that is going to teach you, hold you accountable, right? That is going to show you the way, give you access to certain things that you don't have access to now. People who are going to give you the step-by-steps, right? A mentor and a coach is so, so important, right? So who do you need to be around? Who do you need to become? How about that, right? Because the person that got you to the place that you are in now may not be the person that is going to get you to that next level and that one step closer to your freedom life or your dream desired life, right? So you need to start molding and growing and evolving into that next person. And again, that is something hard to do. That is very hard to do. So you cannot do that isolated. You cannot do that alone. You need that support and that love and that accountability from a community. So who is that person you need to become? That person needs to be committed to making a plan, committed to working that plan. That person needs to be disciplined every single day to fight off the urges to stay in bed when you need to be working on your business or working on your lifestyle plan. That person needs to be committed and determined, right? And disciplined to, stay away from negativity. And that person needs to be okay with sweeping people out of their life that just don't belong. Like, that person needs to be courageous. That person needs to know their worth. That person needs to know that their dreams, their desires, your dreams, your desires matter. They're important. And you need to do what you got to do to get there. So who do you need to evolve into? Who is that new person that you need to become in order to make it to your next step, to your goals, right? Okay, so now that you know all of that, now it's time for you to get organized. So at this point, we've rediscovered who we were. We discovered what makes us most happy in life. If we were able to do it all day, every day, that's your freedom, happiness, joy, and peace, okay? Now we started making our plan, all right? We found ourselves a community to really get it done. We became disciplined and committed to doing it. Now, it's time to get organized. All right. Now it's time for you to create time in your day, every single day, to get these steps done. Now, we all like to say, oh, I don't have no time. Oh, the kids take up my time and they're in football and they're in Girl Scouts. And then I have my spouse and I have to cook dinner and da 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 da. No. No excuses. All right. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. If other people can figure out how to do it, so can you. So this is the time for you to sit and get organized. And one of the things that I like to do to organize myself is I'll sit down, all right, and I would map out my week. I would write it down. Here I am writing stuff down again, Monday through Sunday. What do I do on Monday? All right. When Tuesday come, I write down everything I do on Tuesday. When Wednesday come, I write down everything I do on Wednesday and go all the way to Sunday. And then I revisit that little calendar that I made for myself, right? And then I look and see where the fluff is, right? Where the Netflix and chilling is, right? Where, what did I do between this hour and this hour? I don't really see anything. What was that, right? That can be the time where I am sitting down and working my plan and mapping out my plan, right? So don't fool yourself, because you're not fooling me. So don't fool yourself. You can definitely create time in your day every single day to work on this. Here's the thing, guys, that you have to understand. This is serious. This is something that you have to work on daily, okay? And some of us have trauma. Some of us have a limiting belief system and fear. How about that? Let's talk about fear. Some of us have fear that stop us from living the life that we want to live. Some of us have fear or just a limiting belief system that it can't even be true. So we have to start working from within first before we can change our outer. All right. So this is nothing that is going to be a get rich quick thing, a good life quick thing, or however you want to say it. This ain't what that is. Okay. This is a whole life's journey. Imagine a year ago today, right? If you would have started on this journey, becoming disciplined to mapping this out and working this journey, where you would be today, because either way, another year is going to pass, whether you do something or not. Think about that. So what do you want to accomplish in that next 365 days? Okay, boom. So now the next thing is take daily action. Yes, you have to take action on this. Some of you are a master at making plans. Some of you are masters at learning and educating yourself on how to get to the next level, right? I mean, your notebook is full of stuff, okay? Full of information. Your notebook has a doggone dual master's degree in leveling up, right? But if you don't take action on anything you learn all year, you're not going to move an inch. So I need you guys to become master implementers. That's what I tell my students, all right? Master implementers, daily action takers is the person you need to become in order to live your dream lifestyle, right? That is what I did. When I was working in the bakery, I started to get antsy, right? I started to want more. You know, it is okay to pivot. And when I talk about rediscovering who you are, as you're in that rediscovering phase, y'all, you may figure out that you no longer want what you thought you wanted. You may figure out that you no longer want what you're currently working towards. Somewhere in between this long process, you've grown and you didn't even realize it, right? So when I say rediscover yourself, like know who you are right now. And if your dream, your desires are no longer what you were working towards or are no longer what other people expect of you, it's okay. Change it, redirect, pivot, okay? It's okay to pivot. Don't try to save face with someone else. Don't try to save face with yourself, because all you're gonna do is waste more time living a life that does not serve you, does not feed you, right? And that's not where true happiness, freedom, joy and peace lies. It doesn't. So you really have to figure out where you are, what do you want now, and where you're trying to go. So, yes, I've spent the last 10, 11 years in my life, running and operating a bakery. And then my dreams changed, my desires changed. The type of freedom that I wanted in the beginning from corporate, that was one level of freedom, but now I wanted more freedom. I wanted to be more accessible, to where I didn't have to oversee a lot of employees. I wanted to be more accessible to my family. I wanted to garden. I wanted to wake up when I wanted to wake up, even though I still wake up before the sun just because I'm so used to it. But my desires and my dreams, what I really wanted, evolved from 11 years ago, Jen. And that is totally normal, and that is so okay. So if that is you, give yourself permission to pivot. Screw what everybody else says, because people gonna talk, but who cares? It's all about you, because when they hang up the phone with you or they leave your page or whatever the case may be, they're going on about their life and you're stuck with yours. Think about that one, right? And then as you're taking action, daily action, small action, right? Because each small step leads to a bigger one. Celebrate each and every win, y'all, okay? I'm talking about celebrate the fact that you are now waking up an hour earlier. I'm talking about celebrating the fact that you kicked somebody to the curb that you've been trying to kick to the curb in 10 years. That's actually a big one. I'm talking about celebrate the fact that you even created your list. You made your list on what to do for the next 3 months to get to that next level. Celebrate everything. Why? Because what you celebrate multiplies. What you appreciate multiplies. That's gratitude. Be grateful that you're changing, that you're evolving. Be grateful for every single step, right? And just know the next step is be fluid. Life changes. Hello, COVID-19 did a whole course correct for everybody, right? So don't be so stuck and so stagnant, because God will move in mysterious ways, and we can think we're on the right path that we need to be on. But if we find ourselves veering down the right path, or maybe we don't find ourselves, but He finds you veering down the right path, He'll course correct you, okay? And we may think, oh my God, what happened to me? What happened to us? Or why did that happen to me? No, things don't happen to you. They happen for you, all right? So just be fluid. Go with the flow. That's the type of freedom that you want to really get to. You want to just be okay to go with the flow, right? And the last step is, guys, enjoy the journey. Enjoy it. Enjoy every single day. Enjoy the dips. Enjoy the failures when they happen, because they will happen. Enjoy the days where you just cry your eyes out because you think you're farther than where you are. And that's really not true. Those are the days where the lessons come in. Those are the days that are making you stronger because you're waking up the next day on your feet and you're starting over, you're moving forward, and you're not letting that paralyze you, right? Enjoy the fun times, enjoy the adventure, enjoy the unknown. That part right there. And don't be afraid of it. And that's life, y'all. So these are the steps to get you to your dream life. Really work on, vividly think about what that is. Work on you inside. Get focused. Block out all the noise. And I tell you, you can get there. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you like. If you didn't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And let me know in the comments below what you thought about this video. Did it wake you up? Did it give you an aha moment? I don't want this to be a monologue between me and my camera. I'm really talking to you guys out there, so I want you to talk to me back in those comments below, all right? You make sure you have a great day. You can do this, and I'll be here to walk you through it.